CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Hey, Steve, two defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. The difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. "13 feet away. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. The shot by George, wide open. And another three for the Clippers.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. No good again that time. Jackson with it. Pass to Morris. Sinks that one from the post.
And, guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Holiday against Morris. Antetokounmpo, no good.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. That one falls.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Holiday looking over the floor. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now, here is George. He's got 8. Wide open. That one wide left.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Los Angeles leading by 12. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Pass to Zubac. DiVincenzo against George. Back to Zubac. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
DiVincenzo against George. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Good work there as it goes.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
George passes to Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 17.
For me personally, I just want.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Batum, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Oturu in at the 4th spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Teague to the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Forbes. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Here's Oturu, guarded by Tucker. Beverly for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. So for the Clippers, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Teague. Rondo against Holiday. To the middle, Tucker. Tries again. Here's Portis. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. Here is Forbes. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
The Bucks making a switch here. Teague's checked in. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Clippers leading by 15. The drive by Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
In that situation, not much you can do defensively. DeMarcus has his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Teague, the pass to Portis. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Tucker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Beverly. Unable to get that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Forbes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the shot goes in. Forbes has got 5 points so far. 1:21 left now here in the second. Beverly against Teague. And there's the pass to Kennard. Batum dishes to Beverly. Down low, here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 12. From deep. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Cousins. An easy 2 points on the layup. Cousins has got his second bucket.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Count that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Beverly against Teague. Beverly looking around. Pass to Oturu. Shoots over Tucker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When Beverly concentrates on passing, he makes his team better. Superb at getting passes over to his guy.
Now Teague. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Portis. Another shot. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's one. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 2 assists. And that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Morris finds Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 14. About 1 minute played here in the second half.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. George dishes to Leonard. Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot. Now the Bucks take it the other way. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Comes up empty down low.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Bucks trail by 12. He kicks to Lopez. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Man's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Holiday against Rondo. Dishes it to George. Passes to Zubats. Now here's George. He's got 8. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Zubats kicks to Leonard. Outside for Rondo. Back to Leonard. The pass to Zubats. Los Angeles with another miss.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And the basket is good.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's George. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Holiday finds Middleton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. They get a hand on it. Here's Holiday, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these, able to power through contact and finish.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Beverly. Outside, Batum. With his first shot attempt, and again, no good by the Clippers.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Giannis passes to Connaughton. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers leading by 13. Batum wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Stolen by Beverly. Out in his own on the break. Here's Kennard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
And so he hits both. 17 seconds left in the third. Teague up top, defended by Beverly. Nice shot by Portis.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Beverly for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
5 to shoot, and stolen by DiVincenzo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here's George. Defense is right there. Back to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks trail by 11. DiVincenzo with it. He dishes it to Tucker. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. Tucker can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. They get it back. Zubac kicks to George. From the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
George against Middleton. Outside for George.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The quick look, no good that time. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And here's Holiday. And And the rejection by Zubac. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Outside Holiday. The offensive rebound.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Outside Leonard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Morris right side. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
Middleton can't get it to go. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Leonard, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Pass to George. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Jackson. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the net starting five. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Now Leonard. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Leonard looking around. The 10-footer. Zubac the pass to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Shot clock at 5. Jackson from long range. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Here's Harden. Tries yet again, passes it to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's Jackson. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Harris. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Griffin passes to Harden, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Irving with a clean look. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that ties it up.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin.
Well, what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Jackson against Irving. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Leonard missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Irving passes to Jordan. Takes it from 10, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Oh, no defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. They need this. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And here we go. And the dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Leonard, a 3-ball. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. The Nets also changing it up. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Harris.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Beverly. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Kennard kicks to Beverly. A 3-pointer, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Durant finds Green. Back to Durant. Over Beverly. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 10. Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Misses from close range. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. KD's got 5 now.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points up at the end of the period. The defensive work they've done against Paul George.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Brown out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Durant. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beverly's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. And the Nets shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Shamet the pass to Claxton. Back to Shamet. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving him cushion.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Clippers trail by 11. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Outside, Batum. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Here's Beverly. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverly. The pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Here's the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Brown finds Shamet. And stolen by Cousins. 1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Brooklyn leading by 13. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And it goes down 2 points. Cousins has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Pass to Shamet. KD looking around. To the inside. Here's Claxton. Changes up. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
32 seconds left here in the second. Man passes to Cousins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Two things in play right there. The body control of DeMarcus Cousins and his basketball savvy. How easy does he make it look?
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Irving against George. Now here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Feeds to Harden. Count that bucket. And the Nets lead by 11.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Takes a three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. Their biggest lead of the opening period during a very and that
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the two. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi. How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
George against Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength, his savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Leonard kicks to George. Leonard the pass to George. Goes up on the wing, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Clippers trail by 10 to the paint. Leonard finds Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harris outside. Back to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
George against Griffin. Outside Jackson. Now the feed to Leonard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Jackson. Brooklyn leading by 10. Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. On the wing, Irving. Nets passing it around. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got 6 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Irving passes to Harden. He feeds it to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Rondo finds Zubats. Back to Rondo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. You know, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And that one's good, Irving.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection. And Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
1:09 left to play in the third.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Out to the right wing, the 17-footer. It's hauled in by Brown.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Cousins, and it's good for 2. KD's got 9.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
High post try. No good that time. And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Jackson. Pass to Mann. 3-pointer. Sinks the 3-pointer. Mann's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Count it.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Mann passes to Batum. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot by KD. No good. Clippers trail by 11. Man passes to Batum. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Now, here's Shamet, defended by Beverly. Here's Claxton. The second effort. The wide open look for Durant. Durant with another miss.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Man, guarded by Green. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Here's Man. Los Angeles with another miss.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Shamet's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Outside Jackson. And the pass to Man. Inside. His first shot coming late. And the Clippers miss again. Nets leading by 13. Outside KD. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Nets lead by 15.
Well, you see the assertiveness inside from Kevin Durant. He is so good at finishing in different ways.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Man passes to Zubac. He dishes it to Jackson. Feeds it to Beverly. Floats one. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Well, Patrick Beverly making use of the floater game. So important in today's NBA, particularly at his size.
Outside Durant. Shoots the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Kevin Durant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Nobody near George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. And a deep 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. There's the pass to Jordan. Harris outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And it's off from 3-point range. Holiday goes in. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Harden the pass to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Nets passing it around. Griffin. Pass to Harden. Jordan high post. 6 on the shot clock. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Griffin against Giannis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And he overshot that one, missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Here's Holiday following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Lopez against Jordan. That's tipped. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Down low, here's Middleton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now here's Middleton. Harden missing his last shot. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Jacks up a three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The Nets with the lead. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Giannis grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Bucks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Jordan finds Harris, kicks it out to Harden. Jordan against Holiday. Jordan the pass to Harden. Irving looking for an opening. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harden, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Fast break, Milwaukee. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Holiday against Harden. Holiday with the block. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob, Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Creek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Irving's shot is good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Holiday with the 3. Doesn't go for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Net. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. And Durant gets it to go.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Teague. Up again. Green with the rebound. Shamet the pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stolen by Tucker. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Durant, and a wide open look for Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. kept alive. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 6.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Teague against Brown. Teague kicks to Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. And the layup's good off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Brown the pass to KD. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brooklyn leading by 8, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's DiVincenzo. Green with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
1:06 left in the first half of basketball. Giannis high post. Working on Green. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now Durant. 6 points for him. Here's Claxton, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
It would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Holiday looking for an opening. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Irving with the ball. To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Chris Middleton.
No easy way to hold KD down. He's slick, he's slippery, he's smooth with the ball. That's why he draws fouls.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above. And
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 13.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Harden the pass to Irving. And here is Jordan. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Bucks trail by 11. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Harden outside. Looking to get it going. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Harden with the lay-in. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Holiday. He has 5. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Nets leading by 13. And Irving launches it from deep. Here's Jordan. Out to Harris. Irving against Holiday. Left side Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jordan. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Bucks ball. Into the lineup for the Bucks.
Bucks trail by 13. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Passes it to Portis. 18 feet out. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Tucker. A beautiful reverse layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nets shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Now, here is Irving. He kicks to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And an intentional foul right there. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the Bucks miss again. Nets leading by 13. Here's Durant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Holiday goes in. And the layup is good. Holiday's got 7.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now Brown. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Middleton with it. Picked up by Brown. Back to Holiday. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good. 10 points for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Bucks trail by 12. Teague kicks to Middleton. Teague the pass to Lopez. Middleton dishes to Teague. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Shamet. Over Middleton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. One-on-one here. No good on that one. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Bucks. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpos, Thanasis and Giannis. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Durant. Jeff Green on the wing. 6 to shoot. And they double up Jordan. Back to Green. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 10. Jumps up. And Giannis throws it down.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Harden with it.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Jeff Green. Landry Shamet's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Milwaukee also making some changes. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague.
Just a solid performance on the interior, the rebounding.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thanks, David. Nets passing it around. Here's KD, and it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. And the Nets lead by 12. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now the pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Back to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Lopez covering. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Hey, offensive rebounding. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Shoots. And the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Here's Durant. Over Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Jordan with the rebound. Irving drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Giannis, and it's blocked by Jordan. And here's Harris from the arc. The putback is no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 9-point game.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And here is Irving. Outside Griffin. Kicks it to Jordan. From deep three-point range, can't connect. So it's the Nets picking up the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
The Clippers get another chance here. Zubac finds George. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Leonard attacking from the right block. The shot is good.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Jackson. Middleton inside the three-point line, and he starts out with a miss in this one. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morris, no good.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Holiday looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard kicks to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Morris against Middleton. He dishes it to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Plenty of space. That's good on the jump shot.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Now here's Jackson. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Here's Giannis after the basket by Los Angeles. Middleton outside. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Antetokounmpo, good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Clippers leading by 3. Outside, George. Outside for Batum. Picked him clean. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Now Cousins with his height is able to get up there and jam that one down. Just get the ball deep to him on the inside and pretty much he'll take care of the rest.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The pass to Connaughton. Back to Giannis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, not only being just an all-around more improved player, Giannis has taken some huge strides in terms of building his body up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Beverly. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Milwaukee making a switch. 9 seconds left to play here in the first. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
They've got Portis. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's DiVincenzo. Passes to Connaughton. Off target with his three.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
It's good.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Bucks trail by 6. Now DiVincenzo. High post shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Kennard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Portis, the pass to DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. Batum dishes to Cousins. Here's Kennard. Cousins with the bucket. He has 6.
And Cousins getting better and better at working the screen and roll situations, diving towards the basket after giving the hard screen.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. Pass to Portis. Lets it go with a 3. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Tucker's got 4 this quarter.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Batum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot's good from Kennard.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
So it's the Bucks now after the Clippers pick up 2. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here is Forbes, defended by Beverly. Forbes can't get it to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Connaughton from past the arc. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Kennard finds Cousins. Here's Mann. Batum scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Kennard after the basket by Milwaukee. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Clippers making a change here. Outside Holiday. The pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Middleton against Kennard. There's the three. Offensive rebound. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 1.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Jackson drives in. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. Lopez with the steal. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. 5 feet. And that'll.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Morris in at the small forward spot. Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Giannis. Jackson dishes to George. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now here is Holiday. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. There's the lob, and Kumbo throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Jackson passes to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Londo's checked in. Passes it to Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Holiday. For the three. Milwaukee the rebound. Lopez dishes to Giannis. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the basket by Los Angeles. For three, Middleton buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 5.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Now, here's Zubac. Rondo kicks to Morris. Outside, George. From the wing. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. .131 left in the third quarter. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's no way he even felt that contact. That's what makes Leonard so tough to defend on the dribble drive.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pass to Oturu. Now Kennard. Here is Forbes. Portis, the pass to Teague. Over Beverly, off the left rim and out. Clippers trail by 9. In the corner, Kennard with it. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. The dish to Cousins. Launches it. It's not going to go for him.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Forbes, the pass to Morrow. To the paint. Here's Portis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
He can't get that one to fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Beverly. From deep. That's tipped. Portis drives in. And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Beverly. Outside, Batum. And he gets it to go.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Teague, the pass to Morrow. Teague dishes to Tucker. Here's Connaughton, defended by Beverly. Connaughton kicks to Teague. Just 3 to shoot from downtown. No good from Connaughton.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Kennard. Batum finds Jackson. That three off the mark. Bucks leading by 9. The pass to Morrow. Here's Connaughton, defended by Beverly. Misses the three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Portis. Here's Tucker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Jackson. Outside for Batum. Outside Jackson. Back to Batum. Beverly against Teague. And that one is good.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Jackson looking it over, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's George in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. No good on the three. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Here's Giannis. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. From deep, Antetokounmpo. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Leonard, no luck. Bucks leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. The kick out to Holiday from outside the arc, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's George.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area. Definitely throwing some shots off right now.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Leonard hits them both. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Teague, the pass to Giannis. Giannis is double. The wide open look here for Lopez. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Leonard. That one goes. Count it.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Teague for 3. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.